Alright, what up, y'all? It's Metaphor, back for more. To kick the raw, represent everyone's you and I verse. We're gonna do that one more time. What up, y'all? It's Metaphor, back for more. To kick the raw, represent everyone's you and I verse. So let me know how your day's going. Tap in the comments. Let me know if it's going good, bad, or indifferent. En español, bien, mal, o más o menos. And with that being said, in Chinese, is it how? Today how? You know? Means today good, right? And with that being said, you could let me know in the comments also. You could tap into your own language you dig and all that. But with that being said, tap in and let me know your sun, moon, and with your rising sign, let me know what house you have Sagittarius participating in. Or if you have cusping houses, what houses in between that you have Sagittarius participating in. So let me know in the comments section, you dig? So yeah, we're gonna get right to it and get some music to y'all. And like I say, let me know in the comments how your day's going. And with this being said, it's the waxing moon. So this is all about accumulating new things. So we want to accumulate new opportunities. So just kick back and relax and listen to the music.
I'm wicked like a wicked witch. Your mass conquest. Conscious prophets know you can't stop us. EYE is everyone's universe. Conscious providence came about the lake with the fire back like 4-5. Do your law, it won't stop. I had an odd flow, existential, and like 20 seconds or more. Can you counteract your law? I kinda braid it out for you fake fucks. Spell it out for you fake fucks. I'm murdering the world's been dope epidemic. These days might need to have a win to save this. These days I just try to maintain. These days I just try to maintain. Love to marry, never cheat me. My one and only, my solar system is more than just living. Whoa, like K.J. Rock, I'm levitated. All I need is a friend. I got y'all open. These hosts, we the hope. Soul emotion, EYE, everyone's universe. You can't stop us. Conscious prophet, no, you can't stop us. No, you can't stop. Minimalistic to the victims, they don't see me, I still kill them. Institutes to the kill switch, institution all goes. And to go across the spectrum, we don't get the message. I play it like chess, you in the line of fire, which is thin ass fast. Inspect the gadgets, move like a Tiamat's conquest. It's December, now chop that, now double that, now chop that. Confidence of Eminem, intellect like Most Step. It's that Tupac is the one to know who shot. Christ conscious, KRS 2 and 1, all in one. EYE, they can't stop us. They off a white line, but I'm off that. They off that white line, but I'm off that. Conscious prophets know you can't stop us. A young reptilian, a dino alien, Tyrannosaurus. I ain't have the arms to wrap around the game, but I had to fuck the fame, and I had to live the dream, and I had to switch the lanes, switch it up, switch it up. I got $1. What the fuck is 50 cents? Feel like Dilla, bitch on my motherfucking
though. You know what I'm saying? Salute 50 though.
Milli Vanilli ain't shit to me. Young conscious, young meta gon' flow all this like you spiritually. And this can destiny. And so my destiny is indecisively and it's frightening how enlightening I could get.
Shout out 50 Cent, how to rob, you dig? You know what I'm saying?
Now Woodbury.
Alright, yo, so that's a song called Yashua that I got on my next project I'm dropping. So with all that being said, you know what I'm saying, this is a moon sign that's opposite to the homie and myself, you dig what I'm saying? The homie fifth is a Gemini moon sign, same with myself. This is a moon that's opposite to oneself, but for me personally, it's participating in my 11th house. You dig? Pardon me, in my 5th house, right? Because the Gemini participates in my 11th, and that's where my moon actually lies in my natal chart. You dig what I'm saying? In the 11th house. But right now we got the moon in Sagittarius. So as a Leo rising, for me personally, I would say in the comments, Sag Sun, Gemini moon, Leo rising, with the Leo having the Sagittarius participating in the 5th house right now, right? So right now it's all about my expression. It's all about having fun for me and going out and having a good time. But with this being said, I'm aware that it's opposite to my moon sign in Gemini. So me personally, I know that I can either be opposite emotionally, or I can actually add on emotionally to the circumstances with the actual moon sign right now, based on being a Sagittarius. I can either add on and be opposite to that accumulation emotionally, right? So right now we're having the waxing moon, so new accumulations. So we're having these new accumulations, and it's right beside the Scorpio new moon that we just had. So this is the first moon sign after that Scorpio new moon, right? So with this being said, it's all about accumulating your way of being far out, being like a far out way of it being, like an in-depth way of being far out. I mean to say, I forget what I have in the title. It's like a sense of being in depth, far out way, like, you know what I'm saying? So Sagittarius is the far out nature, and Scorpio is the in-depth nature and the transformative nature and the rebirth. So you want to have a far out rebirth essentially right now. So with this being said, wherever you had that Scorpio to participate, for me personally, it was my 4th house. Now I'm accumulating in my 5th house. So if you have a Scorpio rising, you know what I'm saying, you'd have it participating in your 1st house, and now you'd have the Sagittarius in your 2nd house. You see what I'm saying? So, all right, let's get right to it. Sagittarius in the 1st house is experiencing the personal ways of being far out, personal affairs, dealing with them being far out. With this being said, they're going to have that Scorpio in the 12th house. So at this point in time, it's all about them acting on the dreams and their ways of being personally far out, you know what I'm saying? And having these transformative actions in the dream and illusion and reality, you know what I'm saying? So essentially at this point in time, the Sagittarius is experiencing right before they have this actually new moon in their 1st house. You see what I'm saying? So moving forward, Capricorn. Capricorn is having Sagittarius. Well, actually, no, let's go the other way around. Scorpio rising is then having Sagittarius in the 2nd house. And with this being said, the Sagittarius in the 2nd house for the Scorpio is all about valuing a way of being far out, and then personally having these actions that are transformative and in-depth, and having this rebirth personally based on them having new accumulations in this way of being far out, and then valuing this far out way of being. And that's essentially what builds up the archetype of the Scorpio. And moving forward, we have the Libra rising, and the Libra is going to have the Sagittarius in the 3rd house. And based on Sagittarius in the 3rd house, it's going to be, let me slow my rhetoric down a little bit. Maybe y'all can hear a little bit better and listen better, because I realize I do talk fast, all right? So we have this Libra rising with having the Sagittarius in the 3rd house. So it's all about the environment based on the 3rd house. So it's all about communicating in the environment and ways of being far out. So in your environment, you want to have your far out nature and just be yourself, essentially. And that's how the Libra can thrive at this point in time. And then moving forward, the Virgo rising. The Virgo is going to have a learning process based on having this square to the Sagittarius. The Libra is a sextile, so they're able to create an opportunity, or pardon me, see an opportunity with their environment. And then with the Virgo, they're able to learn an opportunity based on their home life and what's going on in their home and their actual private emotions. And based on these private emotions, they're able to actually to conspire essentially on how to go about rebirth. And essentially based on the Scorpio nature, they're having this sextile to the Scorpio, so they're able to see the opportunity on how to actually conduct their environment based on having this Sagittarius now in the 4th house. You see what I'm saying? And then with this being said, the Leo rising, like I was mentioning earlier in the video, is having the Sagittarius in the 5th house. And based on this Sag in the 5th house, they're having this way to create an opportunity. They're having this trine circumstance. So a 120-degree angle for the Leo rising with this Sagittarius energy. So they're creating the opportunity to express themselves, essentially. And then moving forward, the Cancer rising is having this misunderstanding based on being a 150-degree angle. So they're having a misunderstanding to the Sagittarius energy based on the 6th house. So the Cancer should actually be having a far out way of being in their routine and pattern. And based on that, it's like the Cancer is always initiating and creating an emotion. So based on trying to put those emotions on an actual schedule isn't always easy. So they just need to find a way to be far out and have a routine in being far out. And that's where they misunderstand, though, because they misunderstand the actual routine and pattern that they're going through, and they feel a certain way about it. Whenever something gets thrown off or something far out happens, you see what I'm saying, in that routine and pattern, it throws the little Cancer off. But at this point in time, they have this water sign element going on with Scorpio, so they're able to create an opportunity based on having the Scorpio in the 5th house. So the Cancers got to watch themselves, essentially. And then moving forward, the Gemini rising. The Gemini rising is having the Sagittarius in the 7th house. So the Gemini rising is dealing with their relationships and their way of relating. So at this point in time, the Gemini rising can either be opposite or add on, like I was mentioning earlier in the video as well. So then moving forward, the Taurus rising is also having a 150-degree angle misunderstanding alike to the Cancer. So with this being said, the Taurus rising needs to kind of like take a back seat to the Sagittarius energy and see how they can be far out in their way of transforming and transform themselves and have a rebirth in their way of being far out and find the new way to be far out, essentially. And if you have a Sagittarius around, this will help you out. And they're the example at this point in time. So with this being said, the Aries rising is having the Sagittarius in the 9th house, so they're able to also create an opportunity based on being a fire sign, right? So based on having this knowledge and wisdom, based on it being the 9th house, the Aries already knows how to be far out. They already have this knowledge and wisdom of how to be far out, so they're going to create an opportunity in showing others how to be wise and be wise by being far out, essentially. Aries is it. Scorpio kind of creates the facade. So at this point in time, the Aries isn't really dealing with... Aries and Scorpio don't really get along, based on them being 150-degree angle misunderstandings to each other. So the Aries kind of misunderstands how to actually put that fake persona on like the Scorpio does. And the Scorpio doesn't really know how to be upfront like that. You see what I'm saying? That's how the Mars signs work. So then moving forward, the Pisces rising is having in the 10th house, the Sagittarius in the 10th. So based on this Sagittarius in the 10th, they're having to learn. So the Pisces is in a learning process, right? So they're trying to learn how to actually be in their status and conduct business at this point in time. Essentially, the Pisces needs to find a meaning and reasoning to be fiery about. And once they have that actual meaning and reasoning to take grasp on, and they've actually learned what they need to rectify to then in turn be fiery, that's pretty much what they're learning at this point in time. And also, based on it being in the water sign, just like the Cancer, they're able to create the opportunity on how they're rebirthing themselves. So then moving forward, the Aquarius rising. Aquarius rising is having the Sagittarius in the 11th house. So based on this is all about the associations. So they're having to find associates that they can be far out with. That's not hard for an Aquarius, based on them being a sextile to the Sag. They're able to see the opportunity of being far out with others, essentially, and seeing how far they can take it. Aquarius is like genius like that. But based on them being a square to the Scorpio at this point in time, they need to see who to actually have this rebirth with and who to actually transform correct. And Aquarius sometimes gets carried away and wants to, bring everybody to the parameter. I don't have a problem with that. By me being Gemini Moon, I can actually see why to bring people to the parameter based on also having my Sag rising. I see the actual meaning and reasoning. Sag Sun, I actually see the meaning and reasoning behind bringing someone to the parameter and actually showing them the real way, and transforming them, essentially. Essentially, Aquarius is predictably unpredictable. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, you're cross-watching right now. So then moving forward, the Capricorn rising, last but not least, is having the Sagittarius in the 12th house. So this is all about the dream, illusion, and nightmare. So right now, the Capricorn is dealing with what they actually have to be far out with based on their illusion and nightmare. So like the actual dream, they kind of got to feel that emotion and play that out. And essentially, they're able to see that opportunity, though, how to rebirth themselves based on being a sextile to the Scorpio. And based on this, they have the Scorpio in the 11th house. So they're able to see the opportunity with what associate can actually bring them to those waters of the 12th house. So essentially, that's what the Capricorn needs to focus on, is what dream they actually want to execute whenever their season comes along. And they have this energy with Capricorn Sun in the 1st house. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, much love on Holla Back at CONSCIOUS 1347, and that's Conscious 1347, and that's for any readings, emails, and things of that nature. If you have any type of question, or like I say, if you want a consultation, I have a menu, so just hit me in the email, and I'll send you the menu. So yeah, much love and Holla Back, and I'm gonna give you 2 different sayings. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe or stay dangerous, whatever's necessary. That's one of them. You see what I'm saying? And much love and peace if you believe in all that.